Three machines, three easy fixes. Well, we'll find out. My name is Jesby. This is my tech department. Los Gates. We all know that PCBWay make fantastic PCB boards, starting from just $5, and include things like, well, getting a replacement board for this old ZX Spectrum. What happens if your 3D printer isn't up to the task? Or you're having a little trouble with your CNC machine? Then look no further than PCBWay. In fact, if you can design it, PCBWay can help make it a reality. PCBWay, way more than just PCBs. For more information, check out the link in the description below. The tech department is often filled with machines that are almost working but not quite. Now, the thing is, to fix them is very simple. And then I kind of forget, and it's not really worth doing a video on such a simple fix. But today I thought I'd grab three off the shelf and see if we can fix up these very minor problems and get them back up and running. First up is a Laser 310, a cute little 8-bit micro I picked up back last year. It's got one small problem, the power switch. It's currently not working correctly, so we'll take a look at that and see if we can fix it. Next up, this PlayStation 3. I picked it up for about 20 years and it mostly works, but it doesn't play games properly. It will play DVDs, but not games. So that sounds like a simple fix. Finally, there's the Sega Dreamcast. Now, I picked this up for a song and it actually works. It plays games, which I'm very excited about, and I'll explain why when we're fixing it. But what doesn't work? Two of the four ports on the front for controllers. They don't work, which is why this machine was quite cheap. I paid just 30 euros. So, it sounds like an easy fix, right? I mean, you can see where the theme of this video is going. These are little fixes that I just haven't got around to. Now, whether they're easy fixes, I don't know. But let's start with the Laser 310. Okay, so you can see this is our Laser 310. It's actually working perfectly fine. Keyboard all works. So, you know, that's all good. Beeps. And it has basic, everything's good. What it doesn't do is switch off. If I go for the button here, nothing. So, let's see if we can find a fix for that. Should be easy, right? Okay, so we're going to try now and get inside. Shouldn't be too difficult, I don't think. There we go. Oh, well, those two screws missing. That one's missing. Well, it's got two screws. This looks promising, right? Let's have a look. Slightly concerned there's screws missing, but okay. And looks like there was one in there. Was one. Okay. Never fun knowing you're not the first one inside the machine, is it? Any more hidden? Nope. Okay, let's flip them over. And see what we've got. Okay, right, our power switch is right in the corner there. Slightly annoyed that the keyboard is glued in. I mean, it works, so that's good. Yeah, so I suppose the next job is let's get this board out of the way so we can look at the switch. Oh, hang on. I think I see a problem already, and yeah, it's just not working, is it? So, right, I think I actually see a problem already. So let's get this board out of here, because I don't think there's any problem with this that we need to worry about. I don't think it's held in by much. One screw here. One screw there. And is that just it? No. Oh, we got one more here. But again, doesn't. Okay, 3 screws it is. Cord lifts away. There's our speaker. Screw. I have to desolder back by the looks of it. But I'm kind of interested to know why there is a wire there. I'll show it, in a second. Not good. Okay, so our switch is out and, well, it's obviously been cut. This wire is not connected. And then if I look at the back of the board, so if I look here, you can see that our power switch here and here, there's a wire bridging it. Now I don't know why that is, but that explains why our power switch does nothing, I would imagine. So let's see if we can solve it and fix it back for whatever reason it was done. Okay. Right, so one thing I want to do before I start poking around is make sure we have continuity from the switch. So, yes. So our switch is fine. Okay. Interesting. So, why did they bypass it? Let's find out. Okay, so yeah, it looks like for whatever reason they just decided to solder directly from where the power comes in to here. Now to my mind that makes little sense. Why do that? So what we're going to do is we're going to desolder this from here, solder it back to our switch, and then resolder our switch back to there, I guess. And let's see if it works. Let's just take this cable out. It's still hot, so. Ooh. There's a big old ground flame with a feel of it. Alright. So let's try reassembling this now. Just copy down on the back. Alright, so. Before we do anything else, let's check that the switch is in the right place. So, wait a second. Okay, people, we're back. I haven't plugged it in yet, so let's power on the TV, make sure that's going to do its job. And let's see how the switch works. Now, I can tell you that it's kind of stiff, so I may have to adjust something, but it still feels like it's switching. So let's go to AV. Right, now, in theory, this is off. So let's plug this in. Well, there's no power, and that's on. But what do you know? Look at that, a simple fix. It was actually just a simple fix. Let's double confirm it. Yeah, off, on. Wunderbar. Do we still have a working keyboard? Yes. Okay, so we're 1 for 3. Next up, take a look at this Dreamcast, shall we? What could possibly go wrong? So up next we have the Sega Dreamcast, which works. Observe. Although I do hate this because SCART lead and goes into widescreen, but what can you do? I've got a nice controller here. This is pretty nice, brand new. It's Japanese, but it's a nice controller. And you can see the problem. We have it plugged into slot 1, and we get nothing. Nothing at all. However, if I put it into, well, slot 2 or B, we're good to go. So yeah, but if I put in C, same thing. And if I put it into D, all good. So it's just slot A. So I think that just is either a damaged joint or something wrong with the jack, and that's an easy fix. I have actual replacements for this, which I'll talk about when we're fixing it. So let's get it over to the bench and get that out and see what's wrong, shall we? Yeah, okay, so here we are. We've got our Sega on the bench, and these are actually really nice to work on. So I'm just going to take out the screws in the case. If I remember, there's about 6 of them. Not 100% mine, but no, it's just 4. What am I saying? It's just 4. So there's 3 there, and 1 hidden under the modem. Right, take the modem off. Come on. And 1 hidden down the back here. There we go. Over. And the top should just come off. There we are. Nice and simple. Inside, well, here's the beauty of it. Here's our controllers. This board, I can just swap out. We have to take the power supply out, which has just been on, so we're going to have to be super careful with it. But generally, this board should just come out. So all I need to do, loosen this screw. Let's take that out. There we go. Interesting, this one cell battery's been removed, which is a good thing. So you can see someone's been in here before. While I'm here, I'm just going to give that laser a tiniest of cleans, just to make sure. But it's working. I've checked this. It's working, and generally the whole thing in here is very nice and clean. So let's take out this power supply. So first of all, let's take out that. That's our mains, and it's held in with just 2 screws and some clips. Again, as this has just been powered, I'm going to be very careful to touch it because this capacitor here is going to be live. So I do not want a shock today, thank you. Come on. Fine, stay there. Let's take it out. Should I have there? Gently. Didn't miss one, did I? Oh, no, didn't miss it. Normally it does free itself up. Jack at the back here. There we go. Bullseye. Over there. There's protecting covers. Parent screw. There you. Okay. Now I just want to take these out. So should be these 4 screws. Right, do that. I'm just going to take out the ribbon cable. And then, if I remember correctly, let's just lift away. He said it's being mocked. Come on. Camera's on there as well. I think it's trying to move before I'm ready for it. Again, quick check to make sure I haven't missed anything. There we go. And that's the port out. Well, there didn't seem to be any obvious damage, I don't think. Let's zoom in and see. So, here's our port 1. And, as far as I can see, there's not much in the way of damage. So I'm just going to swap out this board. I know some dodgy looking joints maybe, but just to be safe, I can just swap out this board. I've got plenty here, and we'll change them over and pop them back in, and hopefully we'll have a working system. So let's go get that spare. Right then, here it is, our replacement board. Now I'm going to quickly take out the coin cell because that is well and truly dead at this point. But other than that, yeah, I might reflow this connector here. But generally, this is just out of a Japanese Dreamcast I have lying around. Now, why do I have why do I have a Japanese Dreamcast lying around? Well, I have 4 Dreamcasts lying around. And that's because I've really been after a Dreamcast for some time. Problem is, every time I buy one, something goes wrong. It always comes back and ends up not working because of, well, the GD-ROM drive. These are notoriously bad at, just existing, and they tend to fail a lot, and it's getting harder and harder to find a Dreamcast that is working, and those you do find tend to be on the expensive side. Now, I do have plans to convert one of my Japanese systems in with GD-EMU, which I will do as a proper project at some point later this year. But for now, I managed to find the current Dreamcast I'm working on for €30. And I thought, what the hell, 5th time's a charm. Let's see if we get lucky. And we did, it actually works. Of course, -1 port. Hopefully, this board will sort that out for us. We shall see. In the meantime, let's get this out. I'm just going to see if I can get some solder braid on that. Do the job nicely, I think. That one's empty. Good. There we go. Yeah. I'm really gonna get a microscope. I can't see solder. It does not come by itself, as they say. There. There's more there. Well, 2 of them are out. Switch it around that way. Of course, this battery is not really required by it. It just keeps the system clock running. But it's a good idea just to pop it out. There it goes. Nice and clean. So, what we need to do now is swap it over. Well, now, just before I was about to put this back in, I remembered something. I actually bought some battery holders for 2032 batteries to go with this. So, let's throw one of these in and fix that up. Leave it hold steady while I solder. Oh, see, that was a bright idea, wasn't it, Jess? But pretty much hold it there. Take that away. It'll be fine. So then it's going to sleep again. Yay. But yeah, these are quite handy because you can then, if you want to have a battery backup clock with standard CR2032, you can, because, well, that's what it used originally. The problem was that it was kind of spot welded into place, which is why when the battery goes, you have to replace the whole assembly. But now, let's dive on in there. Get it done. So. Used to say in the old country, pound to penny, I've not got that straight, but it will be in there, so let's see. Oh, that's actually quite good, look at that. Right, let's fit this back into the machine and take it back over to the bench and see if everything is working. Right, okay, let's connect up our controller and let's see if we have still a working system. Never guaranteed. Okay, we're good. Bouncy bouncy Dreamcast. Come on. Yes, yes. And there we go, look. We're in port 1. And yes, we now have a fully working Dreamcast. And let's actually test it and run a game, shall we? Okay, so I have one European Dreamcast game. It's the only one I could get around to when I had it. Dead or Alive 2. No judgment. Does it load? Fingers crossed, because I've been here before. Please wait, this been checked. It's making all the right noises. And there we go, look at that. It's making great noises. I may need to service that, which I'm kind of concerned about. But no VM decay. Yeah, I know, it's okay. After your 50 Hz TV, this is, after all, just an old CRT. Time attack, go on. Yeah, Katsumi's fine. I must say, I do like these Dreamcast things. It's like holding a UFO. Good and weird at the same time. Oh yeah. Oh, I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, look at me go now. Oh yeah, well, okay. Oh, she didn't hit me there. Oh, that was a hard hit. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm just pushing buttons. I'm just pushing buttons. I think I won. Yay! Okay, that's enough of that. But it works, damn it, it works. So I'm really happy about that. We're 2 for 2. One more to go. The PlayStation 3. Those kids. Alright, so for our PlayStation 3, our last one of the day, our last fix, I picked it up for 20 or 25 euros, something like that. It didn't come with much apart from this controller. And generally it works. You can see I've got power on, so let's power it up and hopefully this monitor will come to life. Any minute now. There we go. Got power. Well, it has been off for a while. We'll just say that's fine. And generally, it's actually in really good condition. Now, it did come with, I pushed that when we got it, and I did get a copy of 24 Season 1 Disc 1. Yay. But let me show you the problem. So this is Gran Turismo 5. So let's pop in GT5 here. And there's not a lot happening. The drive isn't really spinning, it's not doing anything. Alright. Making a lot of noise now. So I think it's trying to read the disc. But ultimately it's not managing it. So let's eject that. Yep, it comes out fine. But let's use my test DVD, The Fourth Protocol, brought to you by the Mail on Sunday at some point. I don't know where this came from. I think I found it in a charity shop. Anyway, it ended up with me. But it's been a very good DVD test disc. So if I just pop this test disc in, see if it'll read that. There we go, DVD video, and away to go. Well, I say way to go, we got a lot of flashing. There we go, we got a warning. Of course not. Let's get some video out of it and check. Yeah, looks fine. Ooh, Granada Ventures. You remember Granada Television? Okay. So play film. And there's that nice rank man there, look. Hitting the gong. So that's playing fine. So why does it not play those? Well, it looks like, from what I've read, it just needs a laser cleaning. So we'll try it. Okay, so we've got the PlayStation over here. Now then, this is going to be a bit of a pain in the backside, because I'm pretty sure Sony does not like you being in its machine. From what I understand, they have to take a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 screw holes to come out, and I'm not sure whether I need to undo that one as well. But let's make a start and just take these out. From there. Now, I'm a huge fan of the PlayStation 3. I bought a super slim when they came out one year. It was £120 at the time, and I still have it. I still use it. It's one of my favourite consoles. In fact, I've had every PlayStation up until 3, and I plan on getting a 4 at some point. Come back to you. Also had Xboxes, but for some reason I prefer Sony over Xbox. So take this round. I just need to. Oh, you're really stuck in here. Why is there always one? Oh, well, that's because that's actually not a cover, is it? We'll just close it. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be this one now. Hey. Ooh, blue screw. Alright. Let's get the screws out. I really hope they're not coded. From what I understand, this is going to be a pretty involved job. Trouble with him, kind of straying into modern technology here. Alright, so far so good. I'll come back to the blue one. I want to make damn sure that's going to come out. I'm assuming it does. Oh wait, no, I don't. I think there's one under the service sticker, so I'm going to ignore the blue one for now. What's really interesting is it looks like no one has actually been in this before. The service sticker seems intact, although, you know, maybe not. But in general, this could be a decent machine. There we go. That's out. So I just need to get that label. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to switch on my hot air station and gently that wonderful. A little bit of heat. But hopefully that will. Pay no attention to the noise. Just means I've knocked something over. And it happens a lot. So I'm just gonna gently warm up. It's about 100 degrees. Hopefully it'll just mean we can peel that back in there a little easier. There we go. Little heat makes everything better. So. You know what? There we go. Here for that. Right, we're going to just turn off that and we'll flip them over. Right, well, apparently those screws were just the beginning. We now have 1, 2, 3 screws to remove here. Yep, alright, so next step, we need to get the power supply out, apparently, because everything's underneath, because of course it is. So, disconnect that. Okay, like that. So, crisis averted. It turns out that there were just 2 clips and 2 screws here that just take this whole thing off. And you see, the reason it's playing DVDs is because this laser is fine, but the Blu-ray laser, and I didn't realize it has 2 separate ones, but that laser is not fine. So, you know, and yeah, I've got myself. It's fine. But it does mean we now have access to this, and I can also see that, oh my goodness, there is so much dust in here. Take a look at that. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get some cotton bud and some isopropyl alcohol. I'm just going to clean that out, just to make sure everything is okay and functional. And once again, I have lost my isopropyl alcohol. This happens on a semi-hourly basis. How? I don't know. I had it earlier, and apparently I'm incapable of putting it somewhere where it's useful. But nonetheless, let's get some of this stuff out. So you can see it there, maybe on the rails. So you know it's not good. So yeah, we've got tons of this. Look at that. Ew. So that being in there's not going to help. So maybe if we're lucky, I can just clean that. Again, assuming I can remember what I did with my isopropyl alcohol. Give me a minute. Yeah, okay, so that's pretty much cleaned up. I've added a bit of extra grease to the drive wheels, just make everything happy. And yeah, well, let's pop this back together and we'll get it into the onto the desk and see if it helps. I mean, I'm not confident on this one, honestly. You never know if it just needs a clean or it's just worn itself out. So we'll see. Okay, look, we're back at the bench. And yeah, well, the good news is it's still working, so that's good. Come on. There we are, good. So let's, first of all, let's check our DVD drive is still working. And we'll use the fourth protocol. This goes in, it's not making any weird noises, that's good. Because if this doesn't work, we're probably screwed anyway. DVD-ROM. So that's loaded up straight away. Yeah. So that's still playing. So if nothing else, I've got a very nice DVD player for the tech department. Now, here's our game. Are we going to be 3 for 3 or do I need a new laser? I probably need a new laser. Let's just guess it. What do you mean create new video? What's he doing? Well, my controller's gone a bit nuts, so that's interesting. And I can still hear it spinning up and trying to read. But doesn't look like we're going to get any joy here. It looks like we need a replacement Blu-ray drive. You know what? That's okay. With 2 for 3. And do you know what? I'll take it. Yeah, it's okay. Still, our laser 310 now switches on and off, which is really cool. Our Dreamcast actually now has full controllers working. And the PS3, well, as I said, it'll make a very nice DVD player should I need one. All I have to say now is thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making this. I'm very tired now. So I think I'm going to find myself a little games machine and chill out for a few hours. So all I have to say is, my name is Jesse. This has been my tech department, and cheers.